It's always fun seeing death come out on the first pull, huh? Death. The other side of death is rebirth, but certainly death. Six of Pentacles. Seems as though you've been giving yourself away. You've been giving too many pieces of yourself away for free. You've been leaking your energy. People who sap your energy dry are all around you. They're all around us for sure. The Page of Wands here is indicating that you are truly feeling burned out by this, but you're still hopeful. So you have to make that decision to protect your energy. Maybe you have to raise your frequency. You have to do a little bit of shadow work. You have to do a little bit of reflection. Why are you giving yourself away? What's the meaning behind that? What wound inside of you is making you feel that way? And you need to look deep. Retract away from society. Go through your dark night of the soul so that before you reconnect with people, you can know yourself a little more. The Chariot fell out. The Chariot, and then three others. Ooh, I'm not showing you that one yet. I like that card a lot, though. The Two of Pentacles and the King of Wands. What also came out was the Chariot. One of my favorite cards. One of my favorite bands. You really should be focusing on drawing back in the energy that you gave out. Do some cleansing rituals. Do some new moon work, do some meditations, do some crystal work. Do a geeky little witchcraft spell even, even if you don't know what you're doing, like setting the intent alone to draw your energy back to you, it will lead you to great things. You're going to find that spark again. You're going to build that spark into a bonfire. You're going to command audiences. The people who once hid their true intentions from you, or they would hold you back or talk about you behind your back. You're going to make them fall in love with you. You're going to make them wish that they never lost you. They're going to really wish they never lost you. They're going to try to reach out, try to get your energy, because your energy is so pure, and it's so pure because you've been doing this energy work. You've been really realizing that pieces of you need to go before greatness can even consider approaching. And so now you have the spark, now you have the journey, you're traveling forth full speed. Nothing can stop you, especially when you're in tune with your own self and your own emotions. Nothing can stop you. So keep identifying problems, keep working out solutions, and start focusing on the things that attract your attention to them. I like this little shape we have here. Ooh, I know what to do. Right there. Look at that. This is the card that I hid from you. And this is my favorite card. This was an extra card printed out with this deck, and I've given it my own meaning. Pixie is a reflection of God, the storyteller archetype. She plays with dolls and other figures, and she weaves the stories in and out. She's like the person that creates God. 333 might be an important number for you to consider right now. If you start seeing that, maybe that would be a synchronicity. But I believe this is your energy. And this is kind of funny. Like, on either side, we have death and indifference. And then we have love and comfort on the other side. So it seems as though you know what the mission is. You know the problems that you face right now. You've identified them. You've worked on them. You've gone as deep as you can in this form, but now I think is the time to take whatever you were doing before and bring it to the next level. Raise your vibration, go into the fourth dimension. I don't know. Meditate. Make your life into a story, because it is a story. Everyone's life is a story. I promise you that life is a movie. You're the director. You're also the actors. You're also the writers. You're all of it. It's time to start acting as such. You create your own destiny. I would like to leave the Queen of Pentacles on the table for a moment. And then I will be grabbing another deck. What else? So death. I want death to stay. And I want Chariot to stay. Your major arcana. Not all of them, but... And I want them to be like this. So it seems in the past here, you've been going through trials and tribulations. You've been making cuts and cutting away rotten pieces of flesh and other things that you cut the ankles from or the weight from your ankles. You know, you're not sinking anymore. You're actually thriving. That's the next step. And what I think you're thriving into and driving full force into is a energy of pure self-love. Once you cultivate that inner love for yourself even, you start to appreciate the full breadth of nature and nurture. And I just want to know more about how you could approach this. What are some of the steps you can take that might make this happen for you? I know the biggest one is you got to let go of some stuff. You have to keep working through it. Under, over, or through, however it works for you. But you have to do it. No more lying to yourself. No more holding yourself back. It's time to become the gift of Mother Nature that you were born to be. 5. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Queen of Swords in reverse. You're not standing up for yourself. The Chariot again, right beneath the Chariot here. You're not standing up for yourselves. You have deep beliefs. You have deep beliefs, deep-seated beliefs that you would die for. Maybe you don't even realize that on some of these beliefs, that is how far you would go for this if it were truly put to the test. And it does. It seems like you are struggling. You're trying to please everyone. but you are losing balance. You're losing touch. You are stumbling around trying to please all manner of different people, and you forget about yourself. You forget about yourself. Reverse Eight of Swords here. Sometimes you don't have your own best intentions at heart, and it's time to really move away from that. And so we have the Chariot and we have the Chariot. Beautiful. So the advice here is move away at all costs. Don't be afraid to start new relationships, to end old ones, to end old habits, to start believing in yourself, because you will find that the universe has your best intention at heart, and you are sometimes blind to that. The next steps you take will lead you to your success, as long as you trust yourself and that little voice or that little feeling that you feel that tells you something's not right or that this is it. It's time to really tap into that and start standing up, being loud about what you believe in and what you feel. People don't know how you feel. People aren't mind readers. They're often so absorbed in their own selves and their own community and their own worldview that they forget others might exist outside of it. So truly, just start speaking up. Alright, what did we get here? The Knight of Pentacles, the slowest moving knight out of all of them, but you also got the Knight of Wands. Well, not the fastest, he is the most resilient. It's saying slow and steady wins the race, but don't you dare ever burn out. Burnout doesn't exist. Yeah, that's controversial, I know. Burnout exists, but not when you are driven by purpose. Not when you know how to handle flame. So burnout, when you become a master of yourself, you learn how to navigate the realm of burnout. You know when to choke the fire out and let it die out a bit, and you know when to open the vent and let it breathe. Reversed Eight of Cups. Reversed Eight of Cups. You're really stagnated spiritually. Spiritually, you're drained. Things that you believed in before, you don't believe in anymore. People showed their colors, as they tend to do. And you kind of feel hopeless in that, but it's not like hopeless. Because there's a fire truly listed in these cards here. There's a fire burning in you that wants to see this through, that wants to put the pieces together and see the puzzle from its completed positioning. Let go of that. Yeah, let go of that. Oh, this is way too many. This is way too many. I'm sorry you don't get to see those. But that is more like it. The Ten of Swords. I love this card. But it is saying the people you surround yourself with really do talk about your future. What's the old cheesy boomer saying? Show me your friends, I'll show you your future. Well, that's unfortunately kind of correct. You know, the people you surround yourself, we feed off of energy. We are all connected, and if there's non-alignment, it really starts to grate on our souls like a grinding wheel. And you don't have to do that. That's entirely optional. you can instead choose to be the Page of Pentacles here and start focusing on yourself, start building yourself up, start working on your mind, your creativity, your goals, you know. You have it in you and it's there. I would like one more. There's a random cut. The Devil. My little Capricorn card. This is my card. Get some Capricorn energy, especially while we're in this Capricorn stellium for a little bit more time. I have a Capricorn stellium. Really let go of these things that are holding you back. Truly realize that it's mental. You have the ability to blaze forward. You have the ability to take the chains off from around your neck. Take the path least traveled. Find something new. Do it your own way. And don't you ever stop. And with 2 chariots, I don't think you could stop even if you wanted to. It does seem like coming very soon, a certain kind of fire is going to sweep in you and you're going to start making decisions without even thinking. It'll feel like instinct. You're going to say like, oh, this doesn't resonate with me. Goodbye. I want to pull a couple cards from the Rose Oracle deck here, especially with all this really positive messaging of self-love and self-confidence. The Rose Oracle here has a lot to say about that. I would like 2 cards to end this reading. Please. The Great Mother, surrender to the mystery, fall into her arms. Rapture, sensuality, love, devotion, romance, ecstasy, and pleasure. For starters, these are saying enjoy yourself. There is an energy in you that is like the healing mother. And you have to feed that through joy, through love, through sensuality, through your feminine energy. You have to learn how to love yourself. And when you learn to love yourself, you learn to trust your guides. You learn to discern those who have your best intentions at heart and those who do not. Find yourself, and you will never betray yourself again. And if you don't ever betray yourself, how can anyone else ever dream to betray you? Surround yourself with those who want to see you succeed, who want to see you follow your dreams. Quit the negative self-talk. Don't you dare put others down either, because you're down, but I don't see that in these cards. And I'm seeing really, don't let this take your spirituality away from you. Everyone has a spirituality, and it's all slightly different than the person before. This doesn't have to ruin your spirituality. This doesn't have to ruin any relationships. As long as you're working on yourself and doing what you love and doing everything to keep your attention focused on that, you're raising your frequency, you're raising your energy, and you're putting that out into the world in hopes that others will see and appreciate and try to act in accordance with your message. Yeah. All right. That was it. I love you.